Hello, 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 everyone. I am your host, Rona Fox. This is TROP-CAST episode 39, and we're here with the usual crew. It's Paddy Toner. How you doing, Paddy?
All right, Ron. How are you?
I'm very good. Excited for the show. We've got a jam-packed show. We've got John Fogarty there, too old for gaming. How you doing, John?
Hey, everybody. Actually, keeping well, as always.
And the Platinum Jack, the one and only, the buff beast. I don't know if you're watching the video, guys. But,
From the south.
but Jack is looking absolutely buff to the last, so fair play to you. How are you doing, Jack?
I'm not too bad, Ronan, not too bad. I won't complain.
You still rocking that collection in the background?
Of course. What else would I be rocking at this stage?
So let's do a weekly question here. Did you add anything to it this week?
I've added a couple of games, but they just haven't arrived yet.
Give us one.
So, as Paddy knows, I bought Donkey Kong Country for the SNES off of him.
Nice.
I'm waiting for a copy of Angry Birds Trilogy for the PS3.
Is that basically a hint to get Paddy to send it quicker?
I don't know if he sent it yet,
Express post, Paddy.
Express post now. Come on, I'm waiting on it.
I'm going to hand deliver to you, Jack. Hand deliver to you. So there's a few drinks there.
We have a jam-packed show, like I said. We're going to be talking about the Fortnite World Cup. We're going to be talking about the new Witcher trailer that just dropped for the Netflix series. But first and foremost, we always look at what we're playing. So, Jack, the buff, what have you been playing?
Well,
except those weights.
I don't lift weights, thank you very much.
He lifts cartons of milk, that lad. It's pure muscle.
Yeah.
That's all it's pure. It doesn't even need any.
Just eggs and milk.
Just eggs and milk. He
Platinum
uses
breakfast, we call it.
the 2-liter milk. That's his weight. It's like, whoa, yeah.
I did that one time at 8-bit and I've never lived that one.
No. Milk was a bad choice, Jack.
The platinum milk was a bad choice.
It was never a bad choice.
Fair enough.
But no, surprise, surprise, I've been playing a lot more Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. The Grand Prix is finishing up in a couple of days, so I've just been kind of polishing off, keeping in the top 5% to get that nice old new kart that they're doing.
Nice.
And I've actually gone back to my passion project of the Platinum of Monster Hunter World.
Wow.
So I've been sinking a lot more. So I've been sinking a lot more hours into that the past week, kind of going away from Crash Team Racing a small bit just to try and get it done.
You obviously picked up the expansion, Iceborne, is it?
Not yet, because I think it's sitting at about 40 quid at the moment, so I'll see how I get on with the rest of the game first and see where I go from there.
40 quid for DLC, it must be a decent chunk of game.
From what I've heard, it's basically the exact same size as the game itself.
Wow, nice.
Maybe a little bit bigger, so it is a massive expansion, or new pack, new weapons, new monsters, new everything.
Awesome.
That's cool.
Paddy, what have you been playing?
I haven't been gaming too much this week. I didn't even get to play Escape from Tarkov, but I probably played after the stream if you're up for it.
100%.
I picked up 100%. I picked up PUBG this week to try it out. I had been playing with your good friend Ray and Dave, and it's pretty good. It's a bit different. Well, it can see all the mixes of the battle royales from. I suppose that was the first one that came out. Really, it's a bit to be on the PlayStation. I find it's very underdeveloped in my eyes. I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to be, but it's very underpolished, and it's kind of very slow paced. But I suppose that's the way it's supposed to be.
It's underdeveloped on PC as well.
It's very harsh to see such a game that's so famous to be so underdeveloped. And it's been out for so long, you think that they'd throw a bit of money in and bring it up to speed. But I suppose I think PUBG 2 would be, I think that's on the cards in the future, or something like that is coming out. So maybe that's what's going to happen. I haven't put that much time into it, but it's good. I've got so many shooters to play. It's getting the time to play them.
John might understand this, but on PC, you need a hell of a PC to run it, even at a decent. Have you played PUBG, John?
I have. I used to play it a year ago. My first, I have a series at the moment going. This Noob to Notorious Escape from Tarkov. But the first series I had was Noob to Notorious, which lasted about 10 episodes, and it was literally me learning keyboard and mouse again for the first time, and I enjoyed it. It's my second favorite battle royale, because I know people probably disagree with me here, but I really liked Blackout. because I like Call of Duty, and it just felt like Call of Duty Battle Royale, which is exactly what it was. Yeah. But no, I very much enjoyed it. I would put that over like Fortnite, just in my own estimation of things. It's more my type of game.
I actually would as well, just in terms of the style.
We're actually playing it earlier on today after finishing up the work for the day or whatever. I was playing a little bit with Ray and Dave. And we were in the game, and we were looting up, and I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to pick up which guns are which, trying to get backpacks, trying to get helmets. So we're going along 18 minutes into the game, jump into a car, driving along for ages and ages, looking out the window, me, Dave, looking out. Next thing, Ray just smashes into something and blows us up. Didn't see anyone, didn't shoot anyone. That was the end of the game. I was like, that has been the biggest waste of 18 minutes of my life. We did not even see an extra player. It was ridiculous.
So you're kind of hit the nail on the head there in terms of what that game takes out of you, because it is slow paced, that you really need to have all your concentration there. And I find you don't play as many games of PUBG as you would Fortnite. Fortnite you can let's go again. Where PUBG it's like, damn, that took an awful lot of me. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely, yeah.
Just the concentration.
Obviously, I've been playing Fortnite as well, which we don't have to talk about that if we don't want to.
Well, that's going to be hot topic in the news, isn't it? So
that's it.
We'll give you your glowing moment. John?
I've been playing this, I don't know if I've mentioned it.
No, don't think you've mentioned it yet.
It's this little game you might want to call Escape from Tarkov.
What? Never heard of it, John.
Never heard of it.
Explain, because I want to hear all about it.
Oh, from the beginning. Oh, sure. Straight from there. No.
Right from the beginning. Backstory and all.
Yeah. No, I'm still playing Escape from Tarkov. I'm loving it. I've moved on a bit I've started doing a few runs in Factory. Doing a few more runs in Factory now. I love Factory. If you know Escape from Tarkov, it's kind of, most of the levels are open level, kind of very fields and forests and stuff like that. Whereas Factory is, you're enclosed in this very small building. Same rules apply as Tarkov, so it's basically like, it's more like a team deathmatch nearly. You're getting into combat a lot more because there's pretty much people around every corner. It's really fun. And I did the episode I put up today. I actually got a lot of scav kills in. I won't say just how many, but I got a load of scav kills in it, and it was very fun.
I watched it like I do daily.
Yeah. But I know it's great, and again, I can't really say much more than I've already said about that. I need to start playing something else. So I've something new to say.
No, you don't.
That's okay.
I'm starting to realize after doing stick to games for a long time before.
Well, yeah, no, Tarkov, great. That's pretty much all I've been playing.
Same as that, John, so it's not going to be, I'm not going to dwell too long on Tarkov. The only thing that I will say is I'm at the stage where I have a lot of stuff is lost on me, and I'm trying to claw back. I was where you were last week. You know, I'm down at I think I actually gained back 100,000 today. I came home from lunch and I sat down and I actually did a video for the Republic of Players. That's going to go live, I think, tomorrow, Paddy. And it's running through a scav run. I get a lot of action. I think I got 7 kills in it. So that's going to be going live tomorrow, and I'm just going to be going through the basics and showing people exactly what that game's all about, because from the outside it's like, it's hard to kind of like understand what that game is unless you start watching it. So hopefully when that video goes live, people will have more of an understanding. But yeah, I've just been playing that. I'm trying to even think what else I've been playing, and I can't really think of anything at all. I played a little bit of Minecraft on Vita when I had to. I did a trip there the other day, so I just took the Vita, did survival mode, hardcore, jumped into that. Always loved doing that, and a little bit of Castlevania. But apart from that, it's been, I'd say, 99% Tarkov. So, and we're going to jump in after this. We're going to go live, possibly here, Paddy. Yeah, we'll go live on the restream.
I just want to say as well, just real quickly, big shout out. We said it last week, but big shout out to Kim.
Yes.
Who's showing us the ropes. Like, literally, he's the guy who got me point firing, telling me how to point fire properly. He actually rang me on Discord today, gave me a few more tips, and told me things that I need to improve in my game, and he's 100% right. And I just like to thank him for, he believes in us that we can get good at the game. And
he brought us to the labs, which I actually forgot to mention, John. That was that was ridiculous. And I just want to give a little shout out to John. If you want to see an awesome Tarkov series, head over to John's 100%. YouTube channel, Too Old for Gaming. Unbelievable. He posts there daily, a lot of work put into it. So fair play to you, John. I love seeing it going live.
Oh, thank you.
So without further ado, we'll head on to news. And the first one, if you think Fortnite is dead, you got to think again, guys. It's everything but. So the report reads, the biggest esport event ever is happening in New York this weekend. Epic have put on a $30 million tournament that will possibly go down in history as a milestone for esports. The event starts this Friday with the creative competition, starting with only 3 million on the line. Then the duos on Saturday, finally solos on the Sunday. Everyone competing is guaranteed 50,000, and winning of the solo gets 3 million. Winner of the solo gets 3 million, and the second place gets 1.8 million. First in duos will get 3 million, and the second will get 2.25 million. You can watch on most platforms this weekend, including Twitch and YouTube. Friend of the show, Lolboom, is competing on solos, and we wish him all the best. And hopefully we're going to get Lolboom on after. Hopefully he does win. If he wins, there's probably no chance of him coming on. But look, we're hoping. We were talking to his manager.
Maybe he'll send us some money, please.
We were talking to his manager, and he's booked in, but put it that way.
For now.
We'll try and get him on, but we're obviously going to be rooting on for him this weekend because it's a massive thing. He's only 16, and it's unreal that he's going over to compete for such money. He has 50,000 in the bank before he even gets there. Anyone that's competing this weekend will have 50 grand if they become 100 out of 100, which is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Imagine at 16 you're able to do that. I don't think I'd be able to do it.
And isn't it phenomenal? Like, we always talk about the opportunities that the Republic of Players give us. We had John Romero, but we had this dude's manager on. Do you know what I mean? Shout out to Jeff. Like, it's amazing that we seen these guys go from, like, they were unbelievable when we were talking to them, but now to be in the world, the
just
World
after
Cup is
the
ridiculous.
Winter Royale, we were talking to them. They were nice young lads. They're easy to talk to, and they were good. They were taught in a way about what they want in the future, and it's all happening for him. He's very good. He did it. He came. He qualified 1 week, and the week after, I think he was one place after of qualifying again. So he's very talented at the game, and he's putting a lot of effort into it, getting his stream going. He's getting a lot of effort to get his marketing going. Like, he's doing all the right things, and he's very young. His manager must be doing a very good job with him as well. And hopefully, after he doesn't have a team at the minute, the way they have their teams like Team Liquid and FaZe and all that. So hopefully he'll get picked up after the weekend, so they'll help him on even. But it's brilliant. I'm going to be watching all weekend anyway. I'm mad for Fortnite, and it's going to be a massive event. I think a lot of people, even if you're not mad about Fortnite, a lot of people will be tuning in to see what happens.
Awesome. So it's growing bigger and bigger, and I think it's amazing because I just didn't know whether there was a space for a battle royale in the esports scene, but this has proven me totally wrong. Like, this is just, after blowing up, people are enjoying it. The level of skill that's involved in that game, I'm sorry, whether you like Fortnite or whether you don't, the level of skill beats a lot of other games out there. I mean, it's just ridiculous the amount of time. I can go in and play Escape from Tarkov. Give me Fortnite and I won't have a clue what I'm doing. I'm like spamming the build and I'm building roofs over my head when I'm meant to be building a wall. Like, it's just, your mind has to think a little bit differently with Fortnite. So massive shout out to Lolboom. I hope you go and get the dub, my friend. So the next piece of news is really good piece of news, actually, because I am going to purchase this. EA Access is finally live on PS4 this week, but with a major difference from Xbox version in the fact that PlayStation has 32 games less. 44 games are available on the service for PS4, and what is missing is mostly Xbox 360 titles, which is fair enough. I don't know, like, is that... I don't know how you read that one, Paddy. Is it just the fact that they're actually bringing out previous gen games on Access, or...?
No, it's just that there's more available on the Xbox version than there is on the PS4 version. So they didn't give them. Supposedly, they didn't give them all the titles because that's what they're saying in the media, that they're annoyed that they didn't let them have on the service on the PlayStation for so long. But you never know. It could be licenses issues on Xbox part either with the older titles. You don't know, but that's what the media. It's clickbait, really.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like licensing issue.
But it looks like it's a good service. I'd probably check it out myself. Like, there's a lot of games on it. Does anyone remember what the price was of it? I can't really.
I'm guessing 15, but that's a total guess.
Is that what it is on Xbox? Yeah. No, it should be a good service. There was a list of games there that was on it. Maybe click into it and have a look.
Yeah, pull up the list.
I actually I do have EA access on the Xbox, and it is pretty good.
What's on it, John? In terms of, is there the sports games, or is that a separate?
A lot of the sports games. A lot of the sports games come, we'll say, about near the end of when, we'll say when FIFA 19 becomes nearly FIFA 20.
Like now.
Yeah, pretty much. That'll come to the ball soon enough. You'll be able to play it. I know FIFA is not bad. It's not good, because why would you? Most people wouldn't want to play 19 when 20 comes out. But
so you're telling me you don't get say a new FIFA or a new Madden or you don't get any of those games new on access. Like, you won't get FIFA 20 on release.
I wouldn't say you would.
Oh God, no. It's just, but what you do get is you get the 10-hour. You get to play it for 10 hours, or sorry, for 10 hours or 1 hour. I actually can't remember. It's 2 days before, or a week before it comes out. You get, I think it's 10 hours. You get 10 hours of the game.
It's 10 hours, yeah.
Okay.
A week before it comes out, so you get to play FIFA a week early for 10 hours.
That's pretty cool.
You get, and there's loads of different, any EA titles, I'm assuming, what's the one, the Tangled, that's the little ribbon man and
Untangled.
Stuff like that. Yeah, and stuff like that.
Unravel.
I think Battlefield 5
Unravel,
is at the minute.
Yeah.
Nice.
The Battlefield games usually come out about 6 or 7 months after they're out. You see them in the vault. Do you know what I mean? For free. Well, not for free. Obviously, you're paying for the service, but no, it's alright. I will say that I don't use it as much as I should, but that is also because I don't play much on my consoles recently. I'm playing a lot on my PC, and I don't really use. I don't use Origin.
Yeah. Origins. I think I have Origin as well. I think I put Origin as well. Just be easier then. They do have a lot of different games on it. There's Skate 3's on it, Mass Effects, all the Mass Effects games, the Dead Space games. There's a good few Battlefield 3, Battlefield 1943. Say all the Battlefields.
That's the list of the games that won't be on PS4, though, isn't it?
No, I think that's the list that will be on PS4 that you can get as part of EA's access. Sorry, that's the list that's not on PS4. You're right, John. Sorry. Cool. So that's the 33 that's on it. That's a good few titles, actually. That's not it. That's Xbox 360. Sorry, I read that wrong.
And Black, by the way, Black. The pick of the later there for me is Black. I remember Black.
Yeah, I do remember that game. It's a first-person shooter, yeah.
Fantastic game. It was a really realistic one. It was one of the first games that was we don't want a HUD and stuff like that, and we want it to be. It was really, really good. It was one of my favorite games on the. I probably played it on what? I didn't have an Xbox, so I probably played it on PS2.
There it is.
Yeah, I remember it. I remember even the case of it, actually, John.
It was just a gun. Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, nice.
There it is.
Nice.
Yeah, fantastic game. It's absolutely fantastic.
That was an unbelievable shooter.
Yeah,
honestly,
great game.
Fantastic. Great game. Yeah. That's fully. If anyone wants to buy it, no, we don't go.
I actually own it. I actually own it on the Xbox. I digitally on my Xbox One. Would you believe?
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Alright guys, so the next piece of news is again more PlayStation. So PlayStation's new features revealed for 7.0 firmware have been leaked. And I actually got accepted into the beta. I'm not sure if everyone got accepted, but I got a mail today with a code. And I might actually post that out on the Republic of Players group. And if someone wants to go and tear that apart, they can see what it's all about. So the leak was this week. Industry insider known as Tidux revealed that Sony is planning to introduce some long-awaited new features to the PS4. According to Tidux, these include a wish list or gifting feature, which I really like because it's always nice to be able to buy your mate a game, especially a game that's co-op. You say, right, he doesn't have money this week, I'm going to purchase it for him and the two of you can get going. I like that feature. Yeah. It's on Steam and it works really well. So according to so we're going to get the wish list and the gifting feature. Trophy progression. Jack, you want to jump in? What does that actually mean?
If I'm not mistaken, it means basically, say for example I'm playing Monster Hunter World at the moment, there's a lot of grindy trophies where you'll have to take out a certain number of enemies or what. I think that's going to basically say, oh, you've taken out this many, you've only got this many left. The Xbox One has something very similar with their achievement system, where you could do something multiple times, but you might have 2 or 3 times to go, and it'll tell you in a little bar underneath the achievement, this is how much you've got.
Deadly. And other features are time log and stats for all games and the ability to pin games to your dashboard. So it seems like, I suppose quality of life updates rather than anything major. I don't think we're going to get any it being a lot quicker than before. I think that's some people's issue. I'm not sure if it's different on the Pro, but sometimes it can lag a little bit when you're on the PS Store. But them features seem pretty cool.
It's kind of like a mixture of stuff that's on the Xbox and stuff that's on Steam already. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Seems to be just updating in that sense. So we have our first trailer, guys. I'm going to bring it in here. Wolfenstein Youngblood is out tomorrow, which is a brand new co-op adventure set in 1980 Paris. 19 years after the events of Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus, BJ has disappeared after a mission into Nazi-occupied Paris. Now, after years of training and guidance from the battle-hardened father, BJ's twin daughters Jess and Sophia are forced into action. Team up with a new cast of freedom fighters and brave the unsettling sights and sounds of twisted, alternate reality 1980s Paris. Has anyone got stuck into the Wolfenstein games, guys?
Yeah, I played the first two. I enjoyed them. I was saying, like, it's very much like the Doom games where you're picking up health and like it's just kind of about shooting, but it's a little bit more organized.
Okay.
Than the Doom game. The Doom game, as you know, the Doom remake was like carnage. Absolute, you're jumping around like a maniac. Absolute carnage. Where Wolfenstein has like it's shades of that, but like it's a little bit more like it's more story driven. Very story driven actually, especially the first one. Second one gets a little bit zany, but the first one's kind of very kind of hard hitting and like kind of a message behind it, where the second one is just about kind of like let's have fun and kill Nazis a little bit. No, it's a little bit more structured. It's a little bit more. You do have to go into cover sometimes. Like they're very fun. That's what I'd say.
Do you think it'll work well as a co-op, John?
Yeah, I think so. The same way as I could see it, like the way that Far Cry 4 and 5 were co-op, but they work well as a solo as well. But I have heard people play it, and like I'm always of the impression that unless the game for some reason fundamentally makes it hard to play co-op, that everything is fun in co-op because you're with your friend and you're chatting and you're just having a laugh. Maybe if they had, I'm assuming Wolfenstein is the kind of game that won't have friendly fire. Do you know what I mean? If friendly fire was in there in a game that was hectic of you jumping around and having to shoot everything in sight, maybe that could make it annoying.
Paddy would be interested then.
Yeah, exactly.
I am the king of friendly fire. Just, I kill everybody. You get my way, you're going down.
They're fun games. That's what I'm going to say. Like I've played them. They're fun.
I was the exact same, John. I'm not going to dwell too long on it, but I played the first one and really enjoyed it. Love some of the writing, some really gutsy writing in it, and just a hell of a lot of fun. I will probably jump into this. The only thing is I missed actually the last game. I have it on my PS Store. I just never got a chance to jump in, so maybe I will jump into that and get that cleared up and jump into this one maybe with a friend. But anyone else play it, Jack?
Oh, I've like you. I've got either the first one or the second one on the PlayStation Store. I just haven't gotten around to giving it a.
Paddy, you haven't jumped into Wolfenstein, have you?
I actually did purchase Wolfenstein and I put it in and I played it for 2 hours. Play it again because it just didn't. If it doesn't click with me, I just don't play it. It's a harsh thing to do, but it just wasn't for me. You know what I mean? Just as you say, I think it's what's that phrase you use? Junk food game, and I just just going around. I just doesn't get. Sometimes it doesn't. They don't appeal to me. You know, just go around shooting and going to the next one, shooting and moving forward doesn't do it for me. That way,
that's fair.
It's just the way it is sometimes, I suppose.
So EA are in the news again, guys, and this one is a big one for the Republic of Players. EA have confirmed this week that fans are getting some brand new features for FIFA 20 Pro Clubs, including new broadcast features and game modes. Also, 3 returning positions, left and right forwards, left and right wing backs, and left and right midfielders. In addition to new positions, FIFA 20 athletes can be assigned over 30 additional traits that, if paired together with speciality traits, will allow you to take customization to the next level. EA said they offer increased benefits to your pro, but at an increased cost and a potential effect on other attributes. Similar, EA says player stats like height and weight will greater affect the role in FIFA 20. In the same vein, FIFA 20 will introduce a new avatar creation system, which will also be used in pro clubs. With more detailed skin and body shape options. So that's fantastic news, guys. That we're getting some updates on pro clubs because it's such a massive part of the Republic.
Yeah,
I think they've been listening to the fans a lot more. There's a lot of people giving out that they haven't been putting as much time and effort into pro clubs as they have Ultimate Team. And probably the Ultimate Team is because they make more money out of more money out of Ultimate Team. But Pro Clubs is fantastic option in FIFA, especially for communities that want to get together and play games. there's so many positions. I think they're actually in that update. There's more people allowed into the party chat, so that's gonna be a great feature for FIFA Pro Clubs next year. But if there's a lot of people using this option, Pro Clubs, a lot more than they used to be, and there's big tournaments set up for it now, and I can see big esports happening around this a lot more with more updates that come with. It's good that EA is listening to their fans,
definitely,
and bringing in new changes.
We'll give a shout out to our secret contact in the Republic for that one. Cheers for that, buddy.
Well, big.
Cheers for the notes.
what was wrong with the positions in FIFA 19? Was there
the cam was, if I played cam, I wouldn't be getting stats for cam. I think I had to play like left back or something ridiculous.
Weird,
yeah. I think we're gonna have to bring back pro clubs for FIFA 20 and try it. Maybe play once a week or something. I'll just do for the crack and see what happens, because it's a great way to. Well, that's how we got to know John as well. It's a great way to get to know people. I think that's the best way to get to know people, is play games with them. You have the best crack and sing songs. And, we were singing some what called Rubber Bandits and messing around, Spastic Hawks and Spastic Hawks. It's a great way to be able to challenge people as well in other communities and stuff to games. Have the crack. We have on the topic of FIFA, we're running a FIFA tournament in the Republic of Players at the minute. If you want to get in, it's a tenner entry. And first and second, first gets 70% of the pot, 30% for second. So if you want to get in and try and beat Roland, you're more than welcome. I'm going to have to jump into it as well. I'm not looking forward to it. But that's because I'm not that good at FIFA.
So, yeah, about the tournament. So if you're interested in doing it, just hit us up, any of us, and we'll send you in the right direction. There's a post on the Republic of Players community. You'll see it. It'll go through all the details and the rules. We have a max of 16 players at the moment. When we hit that 16, we will do a draw and we will get the games underway. We're
going to try and do as many. We're going to try and watch people's and put it on the Republic at the same time. So stream it and watch people play live, and maybe do and see, like, have a bit of crack over it. Maybe me and John, or me and Ronan, or me and Jack, or someone.
Yeah.
I won't be in it long. That's why I'm saying me and me and me.
I'm getting to the final. I'm in this all the way, baby.
I haven't even entered, so.
I'm calling out Ray and John in the final. There we go. Ronan, I'm putting you underdog. That's okay. Put the bets on. Put the bets on, lads.
Put the bets on.
Jack's taking bets. He's got loads of money.
And you know I have it. You know I have it at home, don't you? Yeah, I have this tournament.
You have it. It's behind your green. It's behind your green screen there. And he's have anything to say about pro clubs? Anyway, Jack, you never played it. You never tried looking at FIFA.
Never really a big fan of FIFA. The whole idea of the different stats kind of playing off each other is quite interesting. I'll give it that. So I might look into 20. I don't know yet, though.
more for the community aspect. It's mostly like Fortnite. If you don't really like Fortnite, it's still good to have the crack with your friends. It's kind of one of them kind of especially people shouting at you, don't call for the ball.
Yeah, it's the game that I probably put the most time every year, and people say, oh, it's the same game every year, but I actually play it all year long, and that's why I don't really mind dropping money on it, because I know I'm going to get the game time out of it. Whether it's not
either, because Ronan, you'll know, you said it, and I'll be back. They made so many changes this year. It felt like a completely different game. I don't care, it really did when it came out. Remember how different it felt?
Like, it's different when you're, I always say, it's different when you're not a massive fan of, say, 1 FIFA and 2 football, and you're just jumping in. If you're just a guy that wants to play a FIFA game, you can pick up any of them and you'll have a good time with. But if you're someone that continues to play each year, it's 100%. You can see the micro changes. They can't go and change it too much.
Microtransactions, I would say.
Oh, you can definitely see the microtransactions. You can see them anywhere.
Everyone saw them at some stage or another.
All the good news about EA, somebody had to burn them.
I say it before and I say it again. I think that they have to go into subscription service. I think that's the way forward with FIFA. I think
I don't think they have to, because.
I don't think they have to, but I think they should. I think it's one of them games. It's like Rainbow Six or something like that. There, like they keep bringing out a new season and stuff like that. That's the way I think they should go. I know.
At the end of the day, it's whatever way makes them the most money.
Yeah, but if they did it seasons and they split it up, I'd say they could make the same money, if not more. I think they could. I think that's the way to go.
They make a lot of money on Ultimate Team, because they have to. Because if they had it in seasons, then maybe you didn't have to completely rebuild your Ultimate Team every single year from scratch. You know what I mean?
Ocean Glenn says, surprise mechanics, get it right, jeez. I love it.
Unbelievable.
I'm sorry, Ocean. I'm sorry.
So let's bring it back in putting EA in a good light. They're in the news once again. Paddy, what is going on? Did you just go to EA's website for this one?
Well, they've been putting money in my back pocket. I have to talk about them.
Our contact is throwing you a few quid, is it? We're being secretly sponsored by EA.
We're being secretly sponsored by EA. We're doing a FIFA tournament. We're doing.
They're in every news article.
They actually are in every news.
We have to put EA up in the corner up here beside John.
Oh man!
So the last piece of news, guys, before actually it's the second last piece. The last piece was is a nice piece as well. So in a recent interview to Edge magazine, lead combat designer Jason DeHaras from Respawn has said Star Wars Fallen Order combat style will be very similar to Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. Also that he thought that Sekiro was a pretty badass game and a little comforting to know that you could make this type of game without a stamina bar. They let you attack, they let you roll, they do this all for free, and then the AI will tell you if you are doing the correct thing. It just confirmed to us that you don't have to limit everything the player does. Let them have a little more agency and then let the AI give them a slap on the wrist or a punch in the face. It was a positive thing for us to know there was a game that was similar to ours, very similar. We will have to see if it's as tough as a From Software game when it comes out on November 15th. Lads, I'm going to put this out here because I said this it was just after E3. I am putting this down as this is going to be Game of the Year for this year. I'm putting it down here now. I'll put a pizza on the line. I'll put whatever you think. I think this game is going to be ridiculous. We haven't got a Star Wars game like this in a long time. Respawn are a fantastic development team, and I think this game is really just going to hit home. I loved everything I seen at the E3 trailer. I loved everything I heard. It plays like a Dark Souls game or like a From Software game. Lads, I'm not going to lie to you. I think this is it.
That's why I kind of put in here. It wasn't to do with EA. It was more like Sekiro. I thought you guys would like it From Software. Everyone's mad with some software. Yes, Sekiro. I actually still haven't played Sekiro at all. It's not my type of game, but that does look like it's going to be a good game, good. And they're going to make up for anything that's happened with Star Wars in the last couple of years before. But I do agree. It's going to be, especially it's in November. It's going to be hard to get out of people's heads. That's so close to the end of the year. Be like, oh, what other games? What are you talking about? But this is the game of the year, except for Tarkov.
if the combat is like very similar to Sekiro, then color me very excited because the fighting mechanics, the swordplay in Sekiro is, and I'm gonna say it, is better than any Dark Souls game, 100%. I'll go out on the line and say it.
Did you finish it? Yeah.
I finished it twice.
Twice?
Yes. I love Sekiro.
Calm down.
Bloodborne is still my favorite From Software game, and I do still love Dark Souls. But
you should have a counter in the corner, lads. I'm going to sort that out for next show.
I absolutely adored Sekiro. I don't know where to place it. It actually might be my second favorite after Bloodborne, because I thought everything about it was just great. That's really all I could say. I love the fighting. I love the style of play, the sword fight. The parry system is so good. Like it takes a little bit of time to get used to, but when you do, just the constant flow, the ebb and flow of you and an opponent, and you actually feeling like you're grinding them down rather than just putting up your shield, hitting them for a bit of health, putting up your shield, hitting them for a bit of health. You're actually physically. It's not even just a battle of strength; it's a battle of wits, and it's just fantastic. I love it.
And you find yourself, because they're lengthy battles, John, you find yourself having to stay consistent throughout. Do you know what I mean? You think you have, you think you have it nailed, and next minute you fall back a little bit, and then that's when you die. And the next time you rev yourself up, you go, and each boss battle is a lengthy affair in that game, and that's why is it Genichiro? Is that the way you pronounce it?
Genichiro, yeah.
So up on that just the way that boss battle is, the way it happened for me, where he does this electricity move in his second stage, and I never countered it before, but when I bet him, I jumped into the air, countered it, threw the electricity back at him, and it was. Were you watching?
I was watching this. That was. You were down to a pixel of health.
I was down to nothing.
You jumped up in the air. You somehow reversed the electricity back. You died. It was the most clutch thing I've ever seen. It was fantastic.
I did a video on it using Disturb Down with the Sickness when I do the counter attack. I'll get that up on the community later on. It's pretty funny actually.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I love the way we start talking about Star Wars, but it's
yeah, exactly.
What were we talking about?
I can't even remember. Bloodborne,
Fallen Order.
But I do
Bloodborne.
I do agree with what he says as well, just about the Sekiro being so clever at not having the stamina meter, and that did. I know they had the posture, but again, that just goes into the whole ebb and flow of battle. It's not like you're not losing stamina by running around. You're not losing stamina by gliding around the place. You're literally only losing posture by being attacked by your enemy or doing a stupid move and having to put your sword up in time to block it.
Yeah,
it all depends. Your posture is just all about how you manage it, and it's kind of like stamina, but it's not, and it just makes the game faster and more fun. It's everything about it. Like it's just because Bloodborne,
Bing!
The story number 5,
the story, and arguably just the fighting system in Bloodborne is at least on par with Sekiro, is why it's number 1. But just the Lovecraftian everything. I won't get into Bloodborne again, but there's loads of reasons why it's not only my favorite From Software game, but probably my favorite game of all time.
Awesome. Okay, so before we continue talking about Bloodborne anymore, I'll just throw that one in for kicks. What are we on? 20? 20 count on Bloodborne.
Already at this stage.
Lads, we had something that dropped last week or early this week. It's the Witcher trailer for Netflix, and I'm going to play it here and we're going to have a little conversation over. What did you think of it, Paddy?
Well, I've never actually played The Witcher, so I wouldn't really be comparison, but it does look like something that I'd give a watch to.
Okay.
But I don't really know much about it. Probably ask Jack or something.
Jack?
Honestly, from the trailer, I'm very interested to see what they're doing with it. I know they're basing it off the books, I think, and I haven't actually read the books when I've ever played the 3rd game. I'm interested to see what they're going to do with Yennefer and the fact that Geralt is a younger Geralt. I want to see what way they're going to do it, what monsters they're going to try and bring into it. It's hard to tell really what they're going to do with it, but it looks absolutely amazing.
John?
Yeah, as you were saying, like they came out with an interview, said that it's strictly sticking to the books. Like I didn't know that the books and the games didn't intertwine at all. They basically came out and said there's going to be nothing from the games in the show. It's strictly book. Apparently, that's
well, there's going to be characters, but the games are set long after the books. Like it's still in the same timeline. It's just the books are set as a kind of a prequel to the games.
Yeah, but that's what they're saying. I don't think what they said was they don't. It's going to just stick to the books. This show. It's never going to get to the point of the games apparently. So, listen, it looks good. I'd be the same boat as Paddy. I wouldn't know too much about The Witcher. I played probably a few hours of The Witcher 3. I got to a part, I think I had to sail to Nilfgaard or something.
Okay.
And that was about it. And I stopped playing because I probably already 60 hours in that game. I loved it, but something else probably caught my attention, as what happens a lot with games. especially big, long games like that. But no, I'm excited to see it. It looks good. I can't really talk about differences between characters from the book to screen, because you see some people be like, oh, that's not how that person should look, or that's not how that person should act. So it's all new to me, so I'm willing to give it a go. Again, it's all down to the writing.
Is this the first game turned into a TV?
No, the first book.
Oh, that's not based on the game at all?
At all, no. Apparently, from the interview I saw, they're not going near the book. Or, sorry, not going near the games.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's like, I understand what you're saying, that it's not based off the game stories, but you have to...
The story.
Yeah, same brand, though.
You have to imagine that it's the exact same universe. Do you know what I mean? It's not a case where it's a separate universe. Yeah. So we have to understand that, and I think that fits perfectly here, because games usually transferred into movies or TV shows, they don't work that well. So if we have something that is brought out like this Witcher, that's a prequel to what we've played, it expands on that universe. And I think Henry Cavill going by, like, I was a little bit afraid. Now I'm not going to lie to you. I was a little bit afraid. I didn't think he was going to get the look right. I thought the trailer did a fantastic job on setting up the first season. We can see that it's based around Ciri, her gaining her powers. Ciri is a badass by the time The Witcher 3 comes along. Geralt takes her and trains her to be a Witcher, even though she can never be a true Witcher. But trains her. She's got these magical powers. Yennefer was actually, her backstory is she had a rough childhood and she used to actually get beaten, and because she was a hunchback, and she gains so much power that she's able to transform herself into this beautiful person. You see her transform in the trailer, so that's kind of a little bit of background about her. Triss is in the trailer as well. The actor that was playing her, I'm not too familiar with, but again, I am open to this series. I think they have the look right. I think Netflix, what they want to do is they want to create this as their Game of Thrones, and it doesn't matter whether people read the books. Like Game of Thrones, I never read the books before I watched the series, so people can get dragged into that series without actually reading the books. I think it looks great. I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait to sit down. The fact that it's on Netflix, if this hits off, we'll get to see more and more game material being changed into the series stuff that Netflix are doing.
I think we talked about before what we wanted changed into TV series, didn't we? What did we say? What would work? Do you have any particular you think would work?
Netflix are also, they're rumored to be opening up or to be starting a Resident Evil series, and I think it's meant to be based on the original Resident Evil as far as I can remember. So that would be pretty interesting to do. I mean, you could look at anything with a massive material list.
I was going to say, not even just a massive material list. I'm still surprised that Fortnite kids show yet, or is there?
No, but I presume there will.
There has to be in the near future. Come on now. Before
I'm surprised they didn't.
I'm surprised
that they haven't.
I'm surprised there's no one like just doing it in a game and doing voiceover. It could probably work, like
100%. I'm surprised that there is a Netflix.
Yeah, I think like a GTA series.
How many kids would watch that? Like,
I'd like a GTA series.
Nice.
GTA series would be good.
Yeah, based on all of them separate lives, and then maybe they all intertwine at some stage.
Yeah, that'd work.
And then they all intertwine in some stage because they're all different stages and stuff. I think that would work well.
Awesome. So we are going to go on to our topic of the week, guys, and this is a big one for us. It's the future of the Republic, what we're actually going to be doing in the next year, 2 years, 3 years. We're not shutting down anyway, so let's just get that out there. You'll be happy to know that we are anything but shutting down. So I'll just go over the list of stuff that we're going to be doing, and then we'll break it down in detail with the guys. So we're partnering with Insomnia. That was probably our biggest news to date since we started the Republic. Would that be right, Paddy? Like it's absolutely massive.
It's very big for us.
So we'll go into detail about that in a second. We have a new exclusive stream team getting created now at the moment. We had a post up about it. It's going to be called Team Republic, and I'll get Paddy to explain exactly what that's going to be. More competition, so we're going to be looking at FIFA, Fortnite, Crash Team Racing. Jack is hoping to get something running in Crash Team Racing. And if anyone has any ideas in the community of games that they want competitions done in, give us a shout. It's hard. I know like some games, some people are so passionate about fighting games, but we put up a post about a certain fighting game. We don't get enough feedback back for it, so we need to get something that is popular but that the community loves as well. And then obviously more content coming. We've got a great team now at the moment, a really good core team. We're all basically making content at the moment. We have Pat on reviews, Jack is making videos now at the moment on Crash Team Racing. We're doing the podcast, we're doing reviews. Myself, Paddy and John are going to be working on a Escape from Tarkov series, and we're just going to be getting more and more content out to you guys, so stay with us and it'll be out in the next few weeks. So going back to the Insomnia partnership, Paddy, I want to talk to you a little bit about this. This one is massive beyond belief, and people mightn't understand how massive it is at the moment, but when you see the promotion and stuff coming out in the next couple of weeks up to that show, people will start to realise that this is a phenomenal gig for us. So explain exactly how it came about.
how it came about. Well, we've been working with Stuart from Gamerfest for the last couple of years. We've been doing podcasts at his venues in Galway and Limerick. The boys have been down to a good few of them. I've been down to a few myself and doing podcasts with him. So we've been building a relationship for a while. And he came out, he's after partnering with Dublin Comic Con to bring Insomnia to Ireland. And we was talking to him and he asked us, would we be interested in doing a podcast? And then it moved that we'd do a studio zone for him. So basically in the RDS, we're going to have our own section off, and we're going to be running our own section. It'll be under the Insomnia branding, but they're partnering with us, so it's in association with us. Basically, it's the media. We're going to be interviewing any guests they have all day coming in. And to be honest, I can't wait to meet all the amount of people I haven't met yet. Some of you guys I haven't met yet, that we get to talk to them through the whole day for 2 days. Insomnia is a massive brand, and I'm really looking forward to it. Stuart as well is fantastic. He's brilliant at what he does, and probably one of the best in Ireland at putting on conventions. If you haven't seen any of this, you need to go to the website and book your tickets and get down to this, because it's going to be a massive event. But we're going to be trying to do more stage work as well, and trying to get our faces out there as much as we can, and just get known more in the gaming community as much as possible.
And just about we released a competition last week, Paddy, to meet Roger Clark here. I actually have the slip here from last week. So do you remember exactly how is it just buy tickets on the website?
All you have to do is buy tickets by a certain date on the website, and then you're entered in to get the Roger Clark meeting. You're in for that, or you're in for tickets to Dublin Comic Con, or you're in for a load of games. That's all you have to do is buy the tickets by a certain date. I'll put a post up about it later on to see what day it is. I can't really remember at the minute, but it's a great deal.
August 10th and 11th here. Oh,
that's probably I think that's when Dublin Comic Con is
on.
Yeah, that's when it's on. Buy tickets before August 4th. That's what it is. For Insomnia. So if you buy tickets that, you got a chance to go free to Dublin Comic Con as well as that. It's great. We've got more and more coming out. We have to do a special. We're going to do that tomorrow, and we're going to release it and get the details out fully. Amazing. But Insomnia is going to be great. All the top Irish content creators, streamers and stuff are going to be there, and we're going to get to talk to them all. I can't wait to talk to them individually and find about everyone's story. That's the podcast as well. We're going to have more guests on, special that we're going to have on and talk about their journeys, because that's a lot of this podcast. It's about building the Irish gaming community up. That's what the Republic of Players is about. That's what the podcast is about. It's about bringing us to the forefront. That I think we're a little bit behind. Maybe some people disagree, but I think we're a little bit behind the rest of the world in our content creation with Ireland. Ireland has a little bit of a stigma around gaming that's been going on for years, and I think it's kind of starting to go into the background, where it's not the wrong thing to be doing with your time. People put a lot of time into watching TV and said about it. So gaming should be all right as well. Do you know, kind of in my opinion.
Yeah, in my opinion, I think you're totally right.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
I'm very, very excited. I'm sure we all are. We can't wait to get away for the weekend. I'm looking forward for the break. I know it's hard work and all that kind of stuff, but I mean, this is what we love doing. And to go and interview, I'm sure John Romero will be there, Auntie Tinkerbell, the All-Cast boys. I see Pain Train in the comments there. There's going to be everyone's going to be there.
There's a few names mentioned as well that I'm not allowed to talk about. Millions in followers of gamers. I can't say yet, but it's very exciting to see what's going to be coming. And I love, there is a lot of gaming cons going on in Ireland. There's a couple of boys that are running them. They're not doing great. Some of them are doing it massively, but I think Stuart has hit it on the nail about what he's doing. He's very, very involved with the Irish community, very involved with the content creators, and very involved with the little guys that are just trying to do something. I think it's brilliant.
100%.
Hopefully more and more take a spoon out of his drawer, if you know what I mean, and start treating people like that as well.
And I will say, it might sound that we're a bit licky towards the company, but I'm telling you right now, the reason why we pushed, the reason why we were at Gamerfest is we actually believed that it was going to get to this stage. There was no other way that Stuart was going with his gigs. It was just every show was looking after the small creators like ourselves when we first did Gamerfest to the very top, and I think that's where he hits that balance on the head. You can't 100%. Meet a nicer guy, and I am absolutely delighted to be working with him. So again, big up to you for that one, Paddy. Fantastic stuff.
No. For all of us, by team. So, there's no I in team.
So let's talk about the new exclusive stream team, Team Republic.
Yeah.
We had this idea that we're going to start a stream team, and we've got 1 or 2 people interested, haven't we?
Yeah, we have loads of. This has kind of been in the work, been in the background for a good while. We've been talking about it. We're talking about esports. We've been talking about how to put it together. That we have a few people that fly in our banner, as it says, that we can help them, push them, and they can help us. It's a partnership. You know, that's the way it's kind of looking.
Yeah.
And we're going to push it forward now to put it. If we're going to be sharing their streams out on us, we're going to be pushing. We're going to put their bios up. We're going to show them what they're about. We're going to help them. We're going to give them points and advice, and hopefully they're going to help us as well. So it's basically just coming together and putting the Republic banner everywhere and bringing people's content to the forefront. That's what the stream team is about, and hopefully get lads that are interested in competing in games that we could put them under our banner to go compete somewhere, and hopefully sponsor them. And we give them the option of deals in the future where we get sponsorships that they'll be under us as well. That's what the stream team is really about.
I think it's also important to mention that we are running a lot more content, not only through the community, but also the Republic Players page, which amazingly we got the name changed.
We did.
Thank God for that. And I think that's after giving a little bit of a kickstart to allow us, because before, what it was called, it was hard to kind of share stuff on it and have a different name, but now it's gone into full flight. We are sharing a lot of content. Like Paddy, anytime I go live on the Alpha Fox, I'm always shared over to the Republic.
Yeah.
Tonight we're going to be going live on the Republic, and there's always going to be content. We're hoping to have just a continuous flow of content. So if you are part of the community and you haven't liked the main page, just put in the Republic of Players into Facebook and make sure you hit that main page. We're trying to get the numbers up on that. Isn't that right, Paddy?
There's a competition going on as well that Pat was very nice to donate. Is it the Crash Bandicoot doll, or what, a figurine, if you want to call it?
Yeah. Jack has it as well, does he?
Jack,
I have a different one. I have a jetpack one. He has the jet board or ski board, whichever way you want to call it.
Yeah,
so
it's just all you have to do is like the page, share the post, and comment on the post, and then you're in. It's doing donate it for us.
Yeah, no, it's
doing very well.
It's doing amazing. Thanks for that, Pat.
Pat's great.
So the competitions, I just want to mention once more that the FIFA 19 competition, it's going to be the last FIFA 19 competition that we're going to have. It's 10 quid entry. We're hoping to get a max of 16 players. When we get to 16 players in, we'll do a draw, possibly live on the podcast. You go and you have a week to play your opponent. There's a lot of people a little bit confused about the setup and how long do I have to play and when does it start. It's fairly laid back in terms that if say me and Paddy got matched up together, we have from Sunday to Sunday to play each other. So you have a full week there. So there's no panic at all. Just once you get your game done within that week. Go on to the community, check out the link. All the details are there. The link to the PayPal is there as well to pay your entry fee. Put your name down and we'll get that competition up and running as soon as possible.
I know it's a bit confusing that we have a main page.
Just sit in a little bit, Paddy, because your mic is cutting out slightly.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I said it. I know it's confusing.
No, it's cutting out again. Sadly. Yeah.
How's it now?
The curse.
Yeah, it's okay.
The curse of the mic.
Try it there. No?
I said I know it's like third time lucky lads.
Yeah,
I know it's confusing.
Bloodborne.
We've got Bloodborne. I know it's confusing. We've got a main page and a community page, but the community page is more for everybody to share the content that they have. We don't want to be flushing people with all our stuff all the time. We just want to. The communities is brilliant for sharing normal conversations, which is brilliant. And then we've got the main page just for our stuff. So that's the difference. So we really appreciate if you'd like the page just to keep up with what we have. We don't share everything into the group all the time. So to keep up with us, to like the page, it would be fantastic. Please.
Awesome. And then just more content. John, you're going to be streaming this Friday, am I right?
Yeah, I'm streaming. It's my first stream. I took a little break. I on Twitch. I took like a 2-week break just to clear the head. Sometimes you get a bit tired of streaming.
Yeah, definitely, dude.
But I decided to come back with gusto because I'm going to be streaming on Twitch, Facebook, and my YouTube simultaneously, of course, under the Team Republic banner. And it's gonna, if you want to join me, it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, 100%. John is unbelievable at streaming and very, very. So tune in, guys. Honestly,
definitely.
He actually is very, very funny. Naturally.
Lads, believe it or not, we are actually just bang on the hour here, and I think that's a beautiful way to end the topic of the week. Just with the amount of stuff that we're doing, we don't want to overflood you, but we do want you to know that we are growing at a massive rate this year. You're going to see us everywhere. In terms of the gaming scene of Ireland, we are going to be at the forefront, the hub of gaming, as Paddy always likes to refer us as. Community section. Paddy, have you grabbed any questions? Or
I didn't see any there now, but we can ask. We can sit here for a second.
I see Dylan Gallagher says, would it be possible to do a Battle Royale competition? So, myself and Paddy, you were talking about the creator code for Fortnite.
Yeah, well, I've applied to get a creator code, but I've been actually talking about what I thought. Have to buy off the creator code to get it, but I think there's something changed. I think Epic is giving them a little bit easier now, so I'm going to try and get custom matches. If I get that there, lads, I am absolutely addicted to Fortnite. I have no bother running one every week. If I get the numbers, custom games are unbelievable crack. I've been doing that with the absolute filth. Play on his, and he has unreal crack when you get the numbers in. You can do any rules you want. You can do any crack you want. It'd be brilliant for the community. I want to do more and more inside itself, that we play games, we go live, and we play with people that get everyone involved, because that's the best. As we've brought up week in and week out, that's the best time in gaming, is playing with people. Like, I do, the storylines are great, but you do have the great crack playing multiplayer games. Even from a young age, multiplayer has always been the way, from GoldenEye to Crash Bandicoot, or not Crash Bandicoot, but even Crash Team Racing or any of them like that there, Mario Kart, any of them games have always been the best. So that's what we want, is to play more and more games inside the community. So if we get that there, I've no bother playing that Fortnite custom games. It'd be unreal. I'd love to get the code. I can't wait if I do get it. You won't see me.
Please God. Daniel with the compliments. Don't think I missed that one. Cheers, buddy. I don't know who Dean from Supernatural is, but
Dean's
cheers
one of
for
the
that
main
one.
characters.
How do you know it's
brothers?
How do I know it's a compliment? Because Ray says, here, don't compliment Ronan. His head is big enough as it is. It wasn't big enough when I was wearing a Liverpool jersey, though, was it, Ray?
No. Hey. I don't know if there's any questions. I don't think so, is there? Does the top left guy talk? Yeah, he does. Yeah, he doesn't shut up.
Daniel is just picking our weaknesses here or something. He's going through.
Well,
what's he going to say about Paddy and Jack?
What did he say? That's it. I don't know. I think maybe that's it. More content to come.
Yeah, more content to come. So we're going to do our shout outs, guys, and we're going to get out of here, because I don't know about G, but I have got some Escape from Tarkov to play. I have very little money in my wallet, and I need to make it out live.
In life and in...
I still have your gun on, by the way. I still have your gun tucked up.
More importantly, though, in Escape from Tarkov. Yeah, actually, the last run we did with John, he I died, and he grabbed my gun. So looking forward to getting that back, John.
No problem, man. Anytime. Gun friends.
Oh. So, John, where can the gun friends?
Gun friends.
Friend. Escape from Tarkov, friend. Friend.
Take it back in, lads. Take it back in.
John, where can the good folks find you?
The good folks can find me on Too Old for Gaming, TOOOLD, the number 4, and then gaming. And that's on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, all 3.
Jack, where can the good folks find you?
Everybody can find me over at the Platinum Jack over on Twitch. Try and get some more speedruns up over there now in the next couple of days.
Paddy, our glorious leader, where can the good folks find you?
In the White House. No.
Sipping brandy with Donald Trump.
I think someone sent stars. I think Ray sent stars in during the. I'm sorry we don't see them, because we've got 20 things open. If you send stars during the podcast, thanks very much. I think Ray sent it, so thanks very much, Ray. It's very much appreciated. You can find me on all the Republic channels, so anything, the Twitch, the YouTube, the Facebook. That's our hub. Or if you want to find me, if you want to send me an email at therepublicplayers.com if you want business. Awesome. And what else? Thanks for everyone that turns up every week, and hopefully see you here again next week. And there'll be more information. There's a lot of people that's after contacting me this week about joining Team Republic, and we'll be putting an email together and a lot of stuff to send out to people. So if we send it out to you, we'll get the ball going. We'll put more bios up of people as they come in next week. So we have the us 4 are in it at the minute already, and then we'll bring out more next week. And we'll share their pages and everything, and hopefully bring. I keep cutting out. Sorry. Go on. That's it now. Thanks very much.
No, that was all that cut out there, Paddy, was the email.
Right,
so cheers for that, Ray. Yeah, so I'm just going to talk about the show. So the show, you can get us now on Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and hopefully iTunes in the near future.
Yeah, it's on Twitch. We're on Twitch now.
We're on Twitch as well. So if you missed the show, you can either share it out and get someone else to look at it or listen to it. But we are, like I said, we're growing, we're getting better as the weeks come in. This show is actually going very smoothly lately, so thank God for that. Paddy with the planning and me with the production. It's a good mix.
That's the blink on us now.
Yeah, that's the blink. Yeah, just shut down now. So tomorrow I have a video to go live on the Republic. It is Escape from Tarkov, a little basic run through that I did. Ended up being actually a pretty good one. So I'll have that posted up tomorrow. You can catch me over on the Alpha Fox channel as well. That's where I'm streaming when I'm not streaming for the Republic of Players. Head over there. I'm on Instagram, Twitter. I don't use Twitter anymore, but you can like it if you want. So
you can send me something, I might.
Yeah, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook is my main hub. If you want to message me, just message me on any of those and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So this has been the Republic of Players episode 39. This has been the future of the Republic. I just want to thank Paddy, John, Jack. I have been your host, Ronan Fox, and we are